Today I'm breaking down a game where I have to struggle to get a top 4, and I'm going in depth on every single turn to explain all that I'm thinking about. I haven't done this kind of video in a while, so please leave some feedback in the comments and let me know if you would like to see this in a live commentary format or if you would just like me to explain some other parts more. On 1-3, I get offered Garen Chosen. He's a good frontliner, and I also have 2 Warlords with Nidalee in my shop, so I will probably be able to find 3 Warlord at some point in the early game. I also have a Tristana, so Garen, Nidalee, and Tristana are going to be my level 3 board. So I pick up Garen, sell Brand as I'm never playing him from the spot, and I play Nidalee to get a free Warlord stack on her. On 1-4, my shop is not too interesting. I have Pyke and Vladimir for potential 3 cultists, but it's hard to fit that in with the Vanguard chosen. I also have a Wukong that I want to pick up for potential 4 Vanguards. I decide to pick up Wukong and Nasus, and I pick up Pyke over Rakan. On 2-1, I get offered a Nidalee 2-star, so I always pick that up. I also really want to level here and play Vi for 3 Warlords, but I don't have enough money to do so. I really want to level here to push a win streak as my board is pretty strong, so I end up leveling for a Wukong and slamming IE to push a win streak. From here I'm looking to play either Talon, Tryndamere, or Severe carry. I also like positioning my sharpshooters away from each other, in case I get jumped by Assassin, one of them survives. On 2-2, I get offered a Wukong 2-star, so I always buy that. The rest of the shop is not too interesting, so I just start scouting. What I'm looking for is to see where do I need my Garen to get the most valuable ultimate angle, and where do I put my Wukong so he stuns the most valuable targets on average. And which side are people positioned on so I can put Nidalee on the opposite side to get the most spear damage possible. After scouting, most people are on left side, so I keep Nidalee on the right side. Also, the strongest guy was on the right side, so I moved my Garen there. The reason for this is that I want to push a 5 win streak, so I will always position for the strongest people I haven't played yet. On 2-3, I pick up Nautilus for a 4 Vanguard frontline at level 5. The rest of the shop is not too interesting, but I end up buying Tahm Kench 2-star and Annie in case I get a really good fortune shop next turn. I also pre-level as there are multiple units I want to hold on my bench. On the carousel, my priority is Bow for a future Last Whisper, then Glove, then Sword, as it's on a 3 cost and I can turn it into a Zeke's or GA. Since I was last pick, I didn't have too many options, so I went for Cloak as it was 3 gold. And I can also slam Dragon's Claw, which tends to be a good item in the late game. On 2-5, I have the option to play 3 Fortune if I drop down to 2 Vanguards and take out one of the sharpshooters. I thought my board would become too weak if I did that, so I end up just playing the Nautilus for 4 Vanguards. I was considering playing Jarvan for 3 Warlords as well, but I thought that 4 Vanguards would be a bigger power spike for my team. I sell off the Fortune units to make 10 gold as well. On 2-6, I buy Sivir and play her over the Tristana as she is a much better unit, and I also want to make 20 gold here. So I sell off Tahm Kench, and I would also sell Jarvan if I lost. At the Krugs round, the shop is not too interesting, as I'm looking to play Jarvan as my level 6 for 3 Warlords. The goal here is just to stay above 30 gold, and possibly make 40 gold depending on the drops from Krugs. It was also a small mistake to not play Jarvan over one of the Vanguards, so I did miss out on a free Warlord stack for him. On 3-1, I'm considering leveling to 6 to keep my win streak. I scout the 3 people I haven't played, and I thought I beat all of them, except for maybe the 94 HP guy. So I end up risking it and I don't level, and I get rewarded and end up playing one of the weaker players. On 3-2, I always level to 6, as I want to keep win streaking, and I also get to pick up the Jarvan pair and sell Pyke for it. On 3-3, I get offered Jarvan 2-star, so I always buy it. I would also have sold Teemo here to make 50 gold if I won. On the carousel, my priority is Bow, then Glove, as I really want a Last Whisper component. If not, then Sword or Chain Vest would also be good. I end up getting a 3 gold bow, which was nice. On 3-5, I sell Akali as I don't want to be stuck with a bow in her, and I pick up Pyke. I will point out though that playing Akali and Pyke over Sivir and Nidalee might have been stronger if I did not have 3 Warlords in. I also scout the other players to see what they're playing. This guy is playing Sivir most likely, this guy is playing Asol, this guy is playing Keeper Kennen, this guy is playing Fabled Neeko. It's hard to tell what this player is playing based on his board and his item, but it's probably going to end up with some sort of AD comp. The last guy is playing Tristana reroll with Dragon Souls. So in this lobby, I know that Slayers and Talon is most likely going to be uncontested, so I want to go for one of those two. On 3-6, I pick up Callista and the Pike pair. I keep my same board as it is the strongest for now. At Wolves, I know I will be rolling next turn for Sivir 3-star and a new Chosen, so I sell Garen and pick up the Yuumi pair. I end up selling some units I won't be playing just to level to 7 right away to make the future rolldown go faster. On 4-1, I'm mostly rolling for direction, but also to upgrade my team. Assassin Akali Chosen is not going to stabilize me as I can't make RFC, so in the next shop I pick up Sivir, Saya and Braum, and in the next shop I hit Sharpshooter Sivir, so I pick it up. Since I'm contested, I don't commit to Sivir as I can't 3-star her this game. I find a Samira, so I stack her with the items. It might be correct to sell Saya and Yuumi pair here for 40 gold, but I wanted to keep Yuumi for the potential 2 Mystics and 2 Spirits. On 4-2, I find a Tryndamere, and here I want to put in 3 Slayers for my Samira, so I drop down to 2 Vanguards and I also make Chalice on Sivir as I have more than 4 components, and those 2 are not really great for my comp. My 4-3 shop is not interesting at all, so I just sit. On the carousel, my priority is Glove for Last Whisper, and I also want Chain Vest for a GA. Since I'm starting to get low, I decide to go level 8 here and roll for a new Chosen. The goal here is to hopefully hit Samira 2-star, as I have a Neeko, and also to get a stronger frontline. I was too dizzy to Neeko the Samira at the time, and there was a lot of other things going on as well. On 4-6, I pick up Sejuani, and I use loaded dice on Samira. I was yet again too dizzy to realize I should have just Neeko'd Samira here. After Raptors, I keep rolling as I need to hit a good Chosen, and I also need to upgrade my frontline. I reforge the rod and I get another sword. I end up making RFC Tryndamere and Deathblade Samira, but in retrospect, RFC Samira would be much better as she has no defensive item, and put Deathblade on Tryndamere and Morello on Sejuani. The issue with my current Samira is that if she casts, I just instantly win the round, but if she doesn't cast, I just end up losing. So decreasing her damage output to increase the likelihood of her ulting is definitely the play here. I keep rolling on 5-3 and I end up getting a Siphoner Morgana. It's an okay Chosen, so I take it, as I don't have the gold or HP to roll for a better one. From here the game plan is just to position as best as I can to make sure that Samira casts, but the lesson from this game is that a defensive item is really important for Samira when she's your only carry. This game ends up being a 4th, but if I made RFC Samira, I would have been able to place higher as she kept walking into CC. Another big takeaway is that Keeper Cannon is broken, and that will be my next guide, so I got you covered. So make sure to subscribe so you can catch that video when it goes live. And if you enjoyed this video, please drop a like on it, and also comment down below what video you want me to make next. And if you want to get better at TFT, join the Discord. We got over 1,000 other players there who are hungry to climb. And if you want to get coached by me, the information is over on the Discord server as well. So take care, and see you in the next video.